you can get in Minecraft. If you mess up and die once, your entire world gets deleted. And today, I'm going to be attempting to do 100 days in Minecraft Hardcore. My only goal is to survive. But before we get into the video, if you do enjoy, please subscribe. It's free, and you can always change your mind later. I started day 1 by joining the world and taking a look around to start my new adventure. Or doing whatever I'm doing right now. Now, I'm a speedrunner, so it's gonna be really hard for me to just stay focused and not immediately beat the game in these 100 days, but I'll try my best. I started day 1 off by just getting some normal tools, you know, the works, and looking around in my new world, maybe collecting some iron, stuff like that. I also almost had my first encounter with death and decided, you know what, I'm just gonna get out of here and not deal with this. I started off day 2 by just smelting the iron I got and then making an axe and chopping down the trees for the area for my new home. Day 3, I just spent the whole days mining, and I mean, hey, I even had my first taste of diamonds. You have no idea how good it felt. Day 4, I just got up out of my hole, went and used the diamonds on tools, and started to break obsidian for another portal. Oh, scratch that. I actually made the portal and went in, but I was way too scared to go in yet. I also made an enchantment table, but I didn't have any lapis or levels yet, so we had to wait. Day 5, I had this really stupid idea to burn the trees while I went down mining for lapis so that I could enchant my levels. I don't know what I was thinking, but I guess it worked because when I came out, there were not a lot of trees left. I also started terraforming the land, that way I could build a house on top of it. Day 6, I started gathering materials. I mean, I was dedicated to building a giant house. I even went into the nether for the first time. I was done by day 9. I also started building on day 9. I worked until day 10 when I spotted this wandering trader, and well, yeah, I murdered him. Day 11, I just continued working on the house. It was looking pretty good so far. Day 12 was just more of the same, you know, working on the house. At this point, I kind of just gave up and decided to leave it how it is. I mean, it didn't look terrible. Day 13 was just me moving in. Day 14, I got tired of just wearing old iron. I decided to go diamond mining. And it only took me 5 days to get them all. But putting on that full set made the entire trip worth it. Day 20, I decided to enchant my armor. The enchants really weren't all that good. Then I just went AFK for 5 days. I don't know what I was doing. I decided I wanted to get netherite on day 25, but I realized I needed a sheep farm before I could do that. So it took me 3 days to find them and 2 to get them back. But I think it was worth it in the end. Now don't ask me why I did this, but for some reason I wanted a full powered enchant table, and instead of making a cow farm, I spent 7 Minecraft days just hunting them. It also gave my crops time to grow, so I guess we're good. I also bred the sheep, and I used all the leather I got to finally max out my enchant table. I now wanted to go and get all the levels I needed to max enchant all my armor. Only problem was it takes a really long time, so I spent 2 weeks, and it felt so good to have those 40 levels. That same day I went back and enchanted all my armor, but the enchants were really unlucky. I was actually really upset. I mean, I got like full fire protection. Who wants full fire protection? Although I did get a lucky enchant on my sword. It was day 54 that I realized I was not going to make it. I was taking too much time and I needed netherite. So I went and tried to breed the sheep and then decided I was going to head off into the nether. I promised myself I wouldn't spend more than 5 days in the nether, but I could tell it would be a good run when I found it just digging down. I mean, this was one of the luckiest netherite runs I've ever had. So by the end of the 5 days, I had had 12. Wait, scratch that, 13. I knew that I could get 3 pieces of netherite, but what to use them on? Day 60 through 65 was just me deciding what I wanted to use my netherite on and being AFK. Obviously, I went for the choice of a chest plate at first. I guess I was very proud of my decision. I spent the second piece on leggings. You know, I was trying to be the most beefy I could before I had to go to a fortress, and I was, for some reason, even more proud of my decision. And my last piece was spent on a sword, you know, so I can kill dragons and endermans and blazes. But at the end of the day, I knew I was going to need full netherite if I wanted to kill the dragon. On day 65 to 68, I decided to visit the fortress, and I was terrified. I could lose it all right here. But thankfully my sword had looting on it, which was going to make this a lot easier. Not even joking, I was worried the most I had ever been in my life right now. This could have been 20 plus hours down the drain. But eventually, thanks to my true gamer skill and a looting sword, I got away with the 7 blaze rods. And I got to get one for extra luck. And after 1 day's travel and 3 days work, I finally found the Enderman biome. And after killing a few, we had enough to go fight the Ender Dragon. And after a baby pigman was mean to me, I realized that I was not going to make full netherite unless I hurried up. So I immediately got to breeding sheep and knew that I only needed 11 netherite for me to get the rest of my armor and 1 tool. So after sleeping, I put in all of the eyes and got ready for the fight. I had done it. I had defeated the hardest mob in Minecraft, and the last 2 days of my hardcore were just me celebrating in my room at 1 in the morning. And after collecting the dragon egg, I left, hoping to never return.